Good morning, Lagos, Nigeria. It is a beautiful sunny Wednesday, and we are back on PlusTvAfrica's Tea Time to bring you the vibes, intellectual conversations, dope narrations, and analysis. My name, of course, is the ever-luscious Lydia. Like I say, if they don't hype you, hype yourself. And of course, you know, I never do this show alone. With me here is the beautiful, cool, calm, and collected Prissy.
This is the first time somebody's calling me cool, calm, and collected.
Really?
Not here.
Don't mind him, Jerry. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Looking lovely today. Looking nice and radiant.
You're making me blind.
And of course, today is Woman Crush Wednesday. So of course, it's just the two of us. You know just two of us.
Two ladies.
Which is, you know, all the vibes we need for Woman Crush Wednesday anyways. And, you know, we can't do this show without you. So feel free to join the conversation on any of our social media platforms. Now, we're going to dive straight into the trending videos to get your heart beating and your blood pumping.
Got that.
Sure, baby, not prepared to eat me again.
I don't prepare and finish. Never see him for pot.
Now you me the pot.
Yes, what's wrong with it?
You blend them.
I not blend, I just break them.
Sure, now you me the okwa.
Which one be ukwa again?
Now one Igbo food. Sure, now you me the pot like that.
Yes.
Oh, but wife material don't vex it Takishi. Where are you?
But what are you saying?
You the crazy that be like pap now.
Pap?
Sure, no papillo. Where the egg where you fry?
The egg there inside.
The egg be like sugar inside too.
Which one be sugar again?
Ah, God. You get not kill me.
But stop like that and sit down, let me serve you food.
Those kind of food, all they sit down the shop and they start the shop so that's taller your with the plate. Your bush.
But do you know how I suffer to prepare that food for you?
You know how long they say suffer, you dey craze. Sometimes that cause soup taste so you dey craze. Stop that kind of thing. And they come and go buy bread.
Bread for what?
For pap.
Which pap?
That you make.
But stop doing like this now.
Hey,
Wife material, wash inside kitchen. Don't vex your wife for. Don't vex your wife for your girlfriend.
That looks like pap.
Let her not make agidi.
What can ever lead to that stage, please?
Jesus.
Pap.
But I feel like that guy just has very bad mouth. Because with the way he was just giving that line back to back, no, that was crazy. He has very bad mouth.
No. I feel like low-key, even in all, you know, some people might just not have quote and unquote that luck in the kitchen. But I feel like Indomie is just very, unless you just want to do the most, or maybe you now start adding all the garnishes. It's just very straightforward.
I feel like before it used to look like pap. You know how she must have smashed because she said she broke it. She must have smashed it and poured a lot of water inside for it to like soak. That's why you're like, it looked like pap. Besides, some people really do not know how to cook Indomie, so
But you know that low-key, you know when we were younger, and then maybe you might take like, I don't know if you experience it, you take, your mom will make like Indomie and give it to you, take to school, and by the time you put it in the
it's not take the shape. It take the shape
of the worst. No. Like, no. Nothing beats that.
And the smell.
That's what comes to my mind.
I hate it.
There's nothing like fresh noodles, please. Please, let's have trending video number 2. On a lighter note,
you know this funny thing, you know when we have like our younger siblings take our clothes and you're like, oh God, I've not seen this clothes for a long time. Let me call them and find out where it is. You now call them on video call and then you now find them wearing the clothes that you're looking for. I know that thing has happened to me before. I was completely pissed. My junior sister, I was like, Esther, where is this? And she's like, I called her on video call. I'm like, Esther. Your body. No, I can relate to a large extent.
But you know, in the context of that video, a person that steals is also gonna get stolen from. So it's just the cycle of things. Literally. If you buy with your own money, fine. But if you steal it from somebody is going to collect it from you. Let's not even pretend like. So don't even be surprised if you have something that you stole from someone. You know, place quote and unquote place steal. If you have something that you stole from someone, just don't
have it at the back of your mind.
Don't have it at the back of your mind that somewhere, somehow, it's going to get missing. Anyways, trending video number 3.
When you hug someone, the chests will contact each other. Is that not so? Where is your heart? Chest. The moment the location of the heart of that person touch your shirt, covenant has made. Heart to heart, life to life. When you hug someone, the chests will contact each other. Is that not so? Where is your heart? Chest. The moment the location of the heart of that person touch your shirt, covenant has made. Heart to heart, life to life.
Really heart to heart.
Heart to heart, line to line.
You know, some people do too much. Which is the moment you hug somebody, heart to heart. What was that?
But the accuracy, I know secondary school, they're always trying to, they're always cracking down on students that are, having some
girl
funny
and boy,
business.
no.
Yeah, so, look-y, some of these exaggerations kind of actually helped. Well, I would say it was 50-50, to be honest.
No, I feel like
50-50.
they were actually very helpful at the end of the day, no matter how stupid.
But for some other people, it was just like, no, I'm still going to do what I want. But I would say, okay, at least majority of people, it was still helpful. Like, if you're not,
this won't happen. If you do this won't happen. Like,
and I feel like, even though maybe they should have given us, they should have actually been slightly more accurate or have actually just put the truth out there.
You sure?
So that because it will help you to it will help children to have it's better to have that understanding than to live from it's better to live from a place of understanding than live from a place of fear, because when things like that happen and then it's like, oh, let's say now, okay, in this case they do some funny business or nothing happened now. There's every tendency or temptation to want to go further. But if you live from a place of understanding, at least your conscience, you'll be.
But like in some cases like this, like how when we're younger, you hear people go like, if a girl touches a boy, that she will get pregnant. They don't mean it. They mean it in the literal sense, like touch.
Yeah.
But then when girls do that and then they get scared, they are more open to their parents. Like, oh my God, this person touched me, and then the mom is like, I feel like it's also a way to like know what's happening with your child, no matter how stupid the reason is. Like, it's something that will make your child go like, Mommy, this happened, and you're like, oh, what happened?
It also just depends on the kind of relationship too that you're able to build with your child. But anyways, let's get the last trending video for today.
If you are given the opportunity to become the president of Nigeria for one day, what would you do?
I'll employ unemployment.
Madam, you say what?
I'll employ unemployment.
Hey! I hear me.
Then visit the privileged home and the hospitality.
Jesus! If you are given the opportunity to become the president of Nigeria for one day, what would you do?
I'll employ unemployment.
Madam, you say what?
I'll employ unemployment.
Hey! I hear me.
Then visit the privileged home and the hospitality.
Jesus! If you are given the opportunity to become the president of Nigeria for one day, what would you do?
I'll employ unemployment.
Madam, you say what?
I'll employ unemployment.
Hey! I hear me.
Then visit the privileged home and the hospitality.
Well, to be fair, regardless of her grammar, she at least has a decent plan.
If she was president,
to employ the unemployed, visit the less privileged.
That's what she said. She wants to employ employed. I'll be unemployed, you're employed. But that's why when they say go to school, you go.
That's
you
not
pay
fair.
attention to your English.
That's not fair. How do you know that she was able to afford an education?
Let's not get down to business.
Can
in
you
that
imagine?
manner. But we shall know that when they tell you to go to
is it
school,
not
you
still better
go.
than some people that are bringing complex and sophisticated plans and are still not doing anything? They're still hey. So somebody has come out plainly to give us her own manifesto that you never know.
Thank God it's not only one man that is ruling one country.
It is well known in this Nigeria. So those are all the trending videos we have for you today, and we are going to dive straight into our stories for today. And our first story is about Nigerian powerhouse designer Deola Sagoe. And the brand has announced that it will discontinue its bespoke services from October 2024. The fashion brand gained traction in the 2010s and has become every bride's dream couturier. The decision comes after a public dispute with influencer Hafsa Mohammed, who accused the brand of recreating a custom design she had commissioned for a hefty price of $5,000 in 2022 for Tayo Yemoli's wife. Despite Deola Sagoe's assertion that all designs are intellectual property of Deola Sagoe, the brand has shifted its focus to ready-to-wear collections, and this move makes a significant change for the label, renowned for its luxurious and intricately designed bespoke pieces. The incident with Hafsa Mohammed sparked a public conversation about intellectual property rights in the fashion industry and the expectations of bespoke clients.
You know, I was looking at some of her works and I realized how talented this lady is. Like the clothes that she made, they were like very pretty. Like they were eye-catching. That's just to say the least. They were very eye-catching works, and like I feel like this is also a form of empowerment to women, no matter the backlash or whatever that she must have faced. Like I feel like it's also a form of empowerment to women for them to always realize that no matter what, you just always need to keep on moving. Like the sky is so big, it's large enough for everybody. So just do whatever you have to.
Although she didn't come out to say that it was because of this dispute. You know, Hafsa Mohammed had said, you know, she wanted a custom design and you know all of that, and you know she paid that much to get a custom design, so why is it being replicated
somewhere else?
Yeah, I think I even read that she went as far back as her designs in maybe 2019 or so, just so that, because you know a lot of Deola Sagoe, her bridal collections, they're called I think they're called like a Komole collection or something like that. So she had gone as far back to research and you know see this is what she wanted, and then only to come and see it being replicated for another bride. And she went back because she was like, oh, she didn't want it to look like all the other things that she had been seeing.
She wanted her own personal design.
She wanted her own personal design. And I think that's where the issue comes up, because you know Deola Sagoe is like, you know, the brand reserves, you know, the rights of all the designs. You know, there's no, they come up with the designs, they own the designs, and so they also own the rights to replicate whatever they want. So I think it's dicey. And
well, would you really say that? I feel like it comes down to contract at the end of the day. If there was a contract where the person who asked for that personal design not to be replicated had already stated it prior that this design should not be anywhere else, I feel like then that person should own the rights to their own design, even if they did not personally come up with it, but they bought that design and they paid for it at a very high price. Like I think it was $5,000.
Yeah.
So why is it being replicated somewhere else, even if like by the same designer? It seems a bit wrong to me, because if it was just any of her other designs, like then she will have the right, but this particular person paid a price for a new design to be brought out for them. So why replicate it somewhere else? It just doesn't feel ethical.
I understand, to be honest. Like, no, sincerely. Like I understand, of course, the financial pain, you know, the emotional pain attached to it, because you felt, oh, this is a special design, you know, custom made
just for me,
from a
I
designer.
won't say anywhere else.
And to be fair, if you look at, you know, other couturiers and fashion houses outside the country, if they make a certain dress for one celebrity, you will hardly find a replication on another person, or it would be altered in, you know, specific ways. For example, I think I saw the picture of Hafsa's own has had like some laser cuts on the sleeves, and stuff like that. But I mean, Tayo's own didn't have that. So, but then it's like even at that, you can still tell that it's pretty much the same thing. Yes. So I don't know. I feel like it's kind of dicey. And it makes me a little bit sad that, they've decided to just end the whole, bespoke.
But I feel like this is also like a lesson to other people as well. Like, if you know that this is what you actually want, be able to actually state that this is what you want. So that in the long run, it doesn't come back again to come and hurt you or something. Like, something that you paid so much money for, and you can't keep the value of that thing to your own self. Like, what's the point? Why pay so much in the first place when you can't actually have your own thing? Like, it just made the entire process of everything seem pointless because like why pay so much for an inspo for just yourself and then somebody else is already recreating it from the same brand house? Like, it just feels very unethical. So I feel like this is something that people should put in place. When you know that there's a particular design that you like, just make sure you're able to state it in a contract. I'm going to pay you this much and I don't want to see it replicated somewhere else, especially not by your brand. So I think that's something that people should have in mind.
That's the thing. I don't know if it really works like that. I mean, fashion industry, even generally, like, contracts.
No, I understand fashion industry. There are other, like, when people see, I do it so when I see clothes on Instagram and I'm like, oh my God, this is really nice. I'll take it to my tailor to go and try her best. It might not come out the same way, but still. But I feel like it's different when the same fashion brand is selling the design that they created for you to another person. It's just, it just doesn't seem so right.
Well, I guess we never know. It doesn't seem like any of the two parties are taking any legal action for now. So, but it doesn't really matter anyways because Deola has decided not to continue her bespoke. What's going to happen to the rest of us now that are not married? God, please. But anyways, we wish them all the best. And now we'll move on to our second story for today. And this story is about Ufoma Mcdermott, popular actress, Nollywood actress. And she has made a heart-wrenching revelation about her 12-year battle with kidney disease. In a candid interview with media personality Chude Jidonwo, the actress shared her journey and urged others to prioritize their health. The actress disclosed that her kidney disease was not genetic, but rather a direct consequence of long-term painkiller abuse. She recounted the devastating loss of her brother, who was diagnosed with kidney disease at an advanced stage and succumbed to complications during dialysis. She emphasized the importance of seeking medical attention promptly and avoiding harmful substances, and she hopes that her story will serve as a wake-up call for others to prioritize their health and make informed choices.
It's a very sad story.
It is. I think, so in terms of health, I think we always look at all the other factors. We don't look at the little things. And you would see people, any small thing, they've gone to buy antibiotics, they're chugging down painkillers. I hardly use painkillers, but even when I use, my mom is always, on the edge, like, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to use painkillers. And I've even heard that from doctors too. Like, if you can, trace the root of a problem. Because I watched the interview, and she said she would have all these eye aches and just migraines and things like that. And so it would get really bad. And she wouldn't even use mild painkillers. She would have to use the stronger ones just to make sure that the pain goes away quicker. So I understand that. And, she said her brother, of course, unfortunately, her brother passed away due to that as well. So they were scared and they felt, when she had her own kidney issues, like, is it
same thing?
Is it genetic? And she's like, no. I even saw that she had been diagnosed with, I think, high blood pressure. I think at maybe, did she say age 26 or something like that? But it was a really young age and she had been diagnosed with her. And, you wonder where all of these things are coming from. People will say, it's just stress. I mean, yes, stress is a major factor, don't get me wrong. But there are also little things that we do that we don't look out for. And this medication of a thing, people just
self-medication.
Self-medication. I mean, there's even an extent to which you can self-medicate. If it's painkillers, fine. But if your pain is getting too intense, please, it's always advisable to not
just see your doctor.
Just see your doctor. you know, but it's sad that she had to. But I'm really glad that, you know, she's triumphing.
Opened up.
Yeah,
She opened up about it.
yeah, and she's, you know, pulling through the whole thing. So just in case you're watching, if you've had any pain that has lingered on for too long, you know, they even say it in the ads too. If your pain stays for more than 3 days, go and consult your doctor. So please,
Everybody
please.
is suddenly feeling like a doctor nowadays. Like, for real, the truth. Even myself, I won't lie. When my friends are like, "Oh, you have," because I'm like, you should take Procol, you should take this. Like I'm a doctor. But I feel like we should not take our health for granted, because that's something that we mostly overlook. Like there's no point. Just see a specialist, see somebody that's actually well informed about all these things. So avoid some kind of things. Like this lady now, I know there are some people that any small thing, they'll just go to the pharmacist. It's them that'll be telling the pharmacist, "Oh, this is wrong with me. I want this. I want this." And the pharmacist goes like, "Oh, why don't you take this?" And they're like, No. I want this one. And like, they don't even know the use. Somebody just told them about it. Probably works once or twice, and they're like, "No, that's the only thing I'll take." So it also comes out like she opening up at the end of the day is more as an advice to so many of us that look. It's not every single thing that we need to self-medicate on. Most times, just see your doctor, listen to them, and actually take care of yourself properly. Like, for me, that's just it. It's an eye-opener. Always see your doctor, because there are some kind of things that, we don't pray for.
I'm telling
Kidney
you.
disease is not cheap.
It's not a joke. And, you know, my sister is a doctor, so she always tells me, a lot of people, they don't even make informed choice. They just hear stuff, and just like what you said, she told me, I think they had some sort of outreach or something, and people would come, my baby is this, give her this. I'm like, you're not the doctor, why did you bring her? They will just prescribe vitamin C. I give it to them. Some people, they just want medicine because they feel like, oh, when they get the medicine. But meanwhile, there are other things, you know, lifestyle changes, and, you know, all of that.
And the rest. There are so many things that could actually lead to like better alternatives, but everybody wants to self-medicate. And, you know,
I think the greater theme around the story, you know, it's the drug abuse. And we know that sometimes drug abuse is, in this case, it was more from a, you know, physical pain. But sometimes people have emotional pain, and they might, you know, mask all of that, and they might be using drugs to, you know,
like hard drugs or not.
No. Some people even take painkillers. You know, some people abuse pills.
There are different types of painkillers that could be.
Yeah, so, you know, this is just your sign to get whatever form of help that you feel you would need. But drug abuse is not the way, you know. And I know, honestly speaking, drug abuse is not the way. So, yeah, we're just thankful that she's alive and she's scaling through it. And, of course, we're going to move on to our final story before we go on a music break, and this is about Algerian Olympic boxer Imane Khelif, and she's at the center of a renewed gender controversy, with reports suggesting that she may be biologically male. This allegation has reignited calls for the stripping of her gold medal from the Olympics. The controversy first emerged during the Olympics when both Khelif and Taiwanese boxer Lin Yutin were allowed to compete despite questions about their gender identity. A leaked report, initially published by Bild, claims that a 2023 study conducted by French and Algerian endocrinologists concluded that Khelif is biologically male. However, the authenticity of this report remains unverified. Khelif has vehemently denied the allegations and maintains her identity as a biological female. She stated that she has no doubts of her gender and about her identity, as she has always competed as a female. The controversy has sparked a heated debate about fair play in sports and the role of gender verification in competitions, and high-profile figures such as J.K. Rowling, Elon Musk, and former U.S. President Donald Trump have publicly commented on the issue, expressing their concerns and raising questions about the integrity of women's sports.
You know, that's always been a big topic when it comes to sports. It has always been a big topic. But if she claims to be biologically female, and they have done tests that claims that she is not biologically female, Like it really raises like the both eyebrows, not just one, it's like two eyebrows. Like what's going on? Can the test not, or is she not? Like what's really going on?
Yeah, there's no. Although it does say that they're still trying to verify the report, so I think we could just be on the lookout. But on the other hand, I don't know. I feel like this is just going to be a lot for her. Like she would have wished that she had just booked somebody else instead of getting into all of this mess.
But you know, when I first heard this story the first time, it was during the Olympics, and then the person that she was fighting against went like, no, I can't take this. That this person boxed like a man. Like, no, that's not a woman. Like they should verify or something. And then like, people were going like, no, she's transgender, like she's this one, she's that one. So really, what's really going on? Because right now she's saying that she's female, and there are reports are saying that she's male. So what's really going on? Because I don't know. I don't want to draw conclusions as well, but
I honestly don't want to draw conclusions. It's just, I won't lie to you, it's so hard. It is so hard, and not just because of what people are saying, but because I know that this is a very sensitive thing to say, but there is a lot of identity crisis going on in the world. So to me, it's a bit difficult when, okay, they've done a test. This is saying this. Fine, the tests haven't been verified, okay. But at the same time, you are coming out to say, so it's just, I don't even know.
But why is her, like, gender identity being so much questioned? I feel like it's not such a hard process to actually find out if somebody is male or female or is transgender. Like, what's really going on? Probably people are coming to this conclusion because she does look male, like a guy, because of like the whatever is not available on her. Like you can't really see it on her. But I don't know. I feel like it should not be so difficult to tell if a person is male or female.
I guess I guess we won't really know until the tests are being verified. So anyways, we're going to go on a quick music break, and we'll be back with a very special guest right after the break. Don't go anywhere.